It's Akia from December's Divine 555. To all my December warriors, welcome back. To any new viewers, welcome to my channel. You guys are also welcome here. I'm sending everyone an abundance of peace, love, most importantly, truth. I hope everybody's doing well and have been utilizing this time with the Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, with all of the shifts, planetary alignments that have been happening, that everyone is going within, continuing to know thyself, doing their best to emanate love and spread knowledge and consciousness. But again, most importantly, taking care of yourself and reevaluating, reanalyzing, replenishing, reestablishing, what it is that you believe in, your values, what do you stand for, just getting good with yourself, releasing things that need to be released, healing things that need to be healed, and that you all are, again, at peace and doing well. Now, I, like most of you, have been doing all of those things, but I have not been posting as much lately. I've been divinely guided to really take this time to really go within, and I'm divinely guided here to do this video and to touch base with everybody in case there's anyone who's looking for any type of additional guidance at this during this period. This reading is really going to focus on October 31st. We do have some really major things going on in terms of celestial energies, planetary alignments, and most importantly, on the 31st, that is Halloween, and that is a period of time when the veil is very thin in terms of the spiritual realm, and not only does the light take advantage of that period of time, so does the darker entities. So, it's an important time. If you look back into some of my spirit sage readings or my divine updates, I do have a reading specifically speaking about a premonition or dream that I had about October 31st. Okay, remember, time is very fluid, and time is an illusion, and there is a thing called divine timing. So, when you get in terms of talking about dates, it's really about your perception, and there are so many different timelines that you shouldn't get too caught up on time. But in relation to the message that I'm going to be bringing today, I just wanted to really focus on October 31st, the full moon in Taurus, the Hunter's moon / blue moon, And of course, happy birthday to, or Earth Day to all of you and my fellow Scorpions out there. I am a Scorpio rising and have other planetary placements and alignments in Scorpio, but I'm also a Taurus moon, so the fact that we have the sun in Scorpio and this full moon in Taurus, the polar opposite, okay, of two fixed signs of water and earth is going to really impact a lot of fixed signs, but anywhere these placements are in your chart, that's why it's important to know thyself, to know thy chart, to know, you know, where these planets lie in your natal chart, your houses, the degrees, conjunctions, oppositions, etc. Because all that will make a difference in how this will affect you. Okay, so going back to the purpose of this reading is just to get some information out in relation to the full moon in Taurus that falls on Halloween for Eastern time this coming Saturday, October 31st. Again, the sun is in Scorpio, and right now currently Mercury is retrograde in Scorpio. So a lot of intense energies around communication, intense emotions, and an emphasis on stepping outside of the material, because Earth to me is all about the material world, which you can touch, feel, taste, observe, whether that's a person, a place, or a thing, but it's anything tangible. And it's focusing on that fixed element of holding on, of being set in your ways or in a specific viewpoint, paradigm. Also with Scorpio, it's the Pluto energy, it's Mars energy. And this is also about releasing and purging things that you've been holding on to in preparation for, as Mercury moves out of Scorpio, out of its retrograde position. It'll move direct into Libra on the 3rd of November. So, right now, of course, Mercury is, Mars is the original ruler of Scorpio. But when Pluto came into play, that is now the Lord of Scorpio. So we have this energy of fire, of deep energy, war, action, as well as Plutonian energy, which is about kind of like restrictions, control, power dynamics, revolution. So with that Scorpio energy, with the sun in Scorpio, and then this full moon in Taurus, a lot of themes around change that is coming, stepping out of this very fixed way of seeing things and moving into more of a flexible position of recognizing truth. Because on the 31st of October, which is when we have this full moon in Taurus, fixed earth, and the sun in Scorpio, we also have a once a year Sun Uranus opposition that could lend itself to something unexpected happening, coming your way. This could be something positive, negative, but something unexpected. All right, October 31st. So see where Uranus falls in your chart. Right now, Uranus is still in Taurus. For me, I know that natally, Uranus is in my 12th house along with Scorpio. So, once you know yourself, know your chart, know the degrees, which houses, you can kind of, work with these energies so that you can keep moving forward. Again, fixed signs. Depending on where Uranus is in your chart, what it's opposing, it's going to throw a wrench in your ideals, in your set ways, because with Uranus, there is thinking outside of the box, okay? Uranus is the ruler, the lord of Aquarius. So again, this is all about new ideas, unexpected events. All of this energy on October 31st is leading into a new month, leading into the US elections, all right? So when Mercury goes direct, right now, again, it's in Scorpio. Well, actually, yeah, it's in Scorpio. It'll move direct on the 3rd. November 3rd is the actual elections in the United States, okay? So that could lead to a directional shift in what's being communicated, and because coming from Mercury, coming from Scorpio, retrograde in Scorpio, moving direct in Libra, this is coming from a sign of depth, of hidden things, of intensity in terms of communication, going into a more easygoing sign that seeks balance, that seeks to please. And this could really lend itself to a period of things being slightly unclear. But let's rewind and get back to the purpose of this reading, which is October 31st, okay? Before we get into the reading, again, we're going to go ahead and pull a couple oracles, which are going to, give us the overall energies of where we're going with this reading in terms of Halloween, October 31st, Hunter's Moon, Blue Moon, meaning the blue moon is all about the fact that this is the second full moon since the fall equinox. Okay, the Hunter Moon, that name comes from the idea that the added light after dusk from the full moon is another opportunity to start hunting and gathering for the winter. So it's a preparation energy that we're feeling. And all of this falls on a Sun-Uranus opposition. Again, unexpected events. And of course, on the 31st, I also feel a pull from Saturn. I do know that Jupiter and Saturn, as well as Pluto, are all in Capricorn, all going direct. And with Saturn, you always think about time, okay? Saturn is kind of like lessons in karma, and in this 3D reality, time is all man-made, it's an illusion. And on the 31st, as a reminder of that illusion, don't forget to set your clocks back, okay? Setting your clocks to fall back 1 hour on Saturday night. It's playing into this whole daylight savings time. Time is an illusion, it's all man-made. And this full moon on Halloween, October 31st, is the catalyst of breaking that illusion, breaking this fixed way of doing things into a new way of doing things or existing. So before we get into the oracles, I want to touch on a couple other things. Like I said, I don't know when I'll be doing another reading. Just divinely guided to put out this information now. So I want to touch on a few things that could help some of you out there before we get into the reading. I know where I am, there has not been a lot of sun. The sun is so important, it's so vital to our energy. And there's been a lot of rain, which leads me to chemtrails. I have pictures. I wanted to upload some pictures and post them in the community tab for you guys about the chemtrails. Over the past 2 weeks, I'm really 3, and it's been pretty ongoing, but I've seen more sightings of just so many jets, you know, going up, down, all around, just on the sunniest and beautiful of days that I've seen over the past couple of weeks. Leading into this week, jets just soaring through the sky, leaving behind these trails of thick smoke, chemtrails. People will say contrails, but I don't think that it's coincidental that leading into this this period that I'm seeing so many chemtrails in the sky. And I think I posted one picture maybe 3 weeks ago, but I have more that I may or may not post. But most of the chemtrails that I've seen a couple weeks ago leading into the end of last week, so many. And this week there's just been a real absence of the sun. And there's just been about 2 or 3, maybe 4 days of rain. And I don't think that's coincidental at all. I'm not even sure if we'll really get much more sun leading up into the 31st of October. Just pay attention to the sky, look up, see the signs. Okay, what else? Yes, Mercury will be going direct November 3rd, Mars is still retrograde, okay? And if you guys have felt lack of energy, lethargic, extremely tired, or the exact opposite, having difficulties sleeping, it's okay. This is all normal. More than likely Ascension symptoms, DNA being unlocked. With Mars being retrograde, you will feel a certain decrease in energy, almost as if you are in this period of a standstill, aggravation, a stirring, a deep energy rising that wants to stir you, but you don't feel as if you have any real clear direction to where to point all of this energy. That is normal. That is normal, especially with Mars being retrograde in Aries, the planet of action and forward movement. I'm sorry, the sign of action and forward movement. It's like your engine is revved up, and that is all a sign that there's something that is in preparation. It's a divine way of letting you know to preserve your energy. To preserve your energy. Now, again, the sun is currently in Scorpio. The moon currently, as I speak right now, is in Aries. By the time this is uploaded and available to you, it may be in Taurus, hence the full moon in Taurus. All right, Mercury is currently in Scorpio, retrograde. And again, it'll be moving into Libra on the 3rd of November. Venus is in Virgo. Well, actually, Venus is definitely has just left Virgo, and Venus is now currently in Libra. Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto are all in Capricorn. Mars is in Aries and retrograde. It'll be going direct on November 13th. And Neptune is in Pisces. Your dreams are important, guys. Pay attention to them. Pay attention to them no matter how outrageous, or I would say out of the ordinary they may seem. I've recently had dreams in relation to, you know, people that were morphing into dinosaurs. You know, these are not coincidences. There's a lot that's going on inside Mother Gaia, inner Earth, outside of Mother Gaia, at our central sun, other planets, other galaxies that are all in preparation for something very important. We all know about the shift that's going to happen on the December 21st. I've heard information in relation to 11/11. So again, I don't want this reading to get too long. However, I'm going to try to touch on as much as I can touch that could be helpful to my viewers, as I don't know exactly when I'll be posting again. So I've gotten quite a bit of information in relation to the south and the north poles of Mother Gaia. And that being said, we're going to go ahead and start. If any other information comes out in relation to any of these topics that I've mentioned, I will go a little bit deeper. But we're going to start with oracles, okay? Now, all the decks have been pre-shuffled. I'm going to call in some help, but I do want to show you the first two cards on the bottom of this deck. We have Volcano, okay, volcano. And then we have Sylvia Plath, the dark. All right. We all know that Sylvia Plath is a poet who suffered quite a bit on her journey in this reality on this earth. And there were things in relation to the shadow and roots, darker aspects of oneself that needed to be dealt with. And we have volcano here. So there is something that is coming up from the depths. Okay, and I do believe that this period of October 31st is going to be a catalyst for massive change. That whatever has been capped, or in captivity, there's going to be a releasing, okay, an eruption. But before we go any deeper and further into this, we're going to call on some help. Sylvia Plath. Living in the dark, intensity and fury. Living in the dark, intensity and fury. Born in Boston, Sylvia Plath. 1932 to 1963 was a social and academic success in spite of severe depression and suicidal attempts. On a Fulbright scholarship in Cambridge University, she met and married the poet Ted Hughes. While Hughes philandered and kept bees, Plath stayed at home with 2 young children and wrote increasingly brilliant, scary poetry that made use of her anger at her husband and father. So there's something in relation to the patriarch here. That dismantling that's happening with the patriarch. She used all of this intensity and darker energies, again, to create scary poetry that made use of her anger and her husband and father, intense mental states, and obsession with death. At 30, Plath ended her life by putting her head in the oven. Okay, so there's something here in relation to fire, in relation to, on a larger scale, maybe the darker entities, the elites giving up. The gig is up in some way. Okay, there's nothing left for the dark to do but to give up, give in, and to implode in on itself. On a more smaller scale, in relation to the individual, it's speaking about October 31st. Again, this is speaking about the dark, okay? Living in the dark, intensity, fury. So what I'm getting from these 2 cards together, that Halloween, October 31st, it's really a time where the energies are going to reach a precipice, where there is going to be a difficult time hiding what was hidden or what has not been dealt with in terms of darker energies and, you know, mental illness, parts of people that you may know, close to you, hidden agendas, all coming to the surface, being dealt with. What's been kept hidden, no longer being kept hidden, no longer being able to be kept hidden. And boom, volcano. Everything is being exposed, and everything is being brought to the forefront. In terms of these elites out here with their agendas, they know what's going on, and they know that the gig is almost up. But those who work under them, just like regular Freemasons and people who are on the lower scale, they're just being left to fend for themselves. And this is actually really sad. But again, this is all just a catalyst for something greater that is coming afterwards. All-knowing source, divine spirit, archangels, Archangel Raphael of air to my east, Archangel Michael of fire to the south, Archangel Gabriel of water to my west, and Archangel Uriel of earth to the north in the vertical plane, Archangel Sandalphon and Archangel Metatron, Ascended Masters 5D and above, ancient ancestors 5D and above, allow me to be the channel to bring forth truthful, clear, and precise messages for the collective. Allow me to tap into the energy of the collective and all those energies that are needed to bring forth the most important and the most healing messages for those who need them the most. Thank you so much. Now, after I do this message, and we're not doing any particular style, we're just going to pull the important messages that are relevant during this period, October 31st, that revolve around the full moon in Taurus. After that, I may pull cards individually for each of the signs. And if I feel led to, I may attach a video at the end of this reading. It's some information in relation to the ascension of New Earth, the shift, and it's information from my higher self that was gained through past life progression, all right, and hypnotherapy. So this may help some of you prepare. So that'll be attached to the end of this reading. All right, but I'm just going to pull a few cards here for the overall energy and just see what comes through in relation to October 31st, Halloween, the Hunter's Moon, the full moon in Taurus, the blue moon. What are the important messages in relation to October 31st? Any events, any information in relation to the shift? What are the important messages that the collective needs to know in relation to October 31st? We have take time to breathe out, disseminating moon. Take time to breathe out, disseminating moon. What do you need to release? What do you need to release? Wow. And then, of course, we have your dreams need a practical plan. Your dreams need a practical plan. The hunter's moon, the blue moon, again, the light added after dusk by this full moon is another opportunity to start hunting and gathering for the winter. What is your practical plan? Full moon in Taurus. Okay, so we have the disseminating moon and we have the waning moon. Take time to breathe out. Take time to breathe out and what you need to release. Both of these cards to me signify the need to let something go, to release something. When you breathe out, you're releasing. Okay, so this may have been something that you've been working on leading up to this full moon in Taurus, because the full moons are really all about releasing, letting go. Okay, so let's look a little deeper into what you need to release and taking time to breathe out. And that again brings us back to this energy here of purging. These two cards to me represents, Scorpio. It represents 3 different signs, 3 different planets all in one. Here I see with Sylvia Plath, the dark. I see Scorpio energy here. I do believe that Sylvia Plath either was a Scorpio or a Sagittarius. I'm not exactly sure. But this could indicate a timeline. Again, Scorpio, Sagittarius cusp. That could be November, December. I do know that there is a full moon in Gemini on the 30th of November, and then there's a new moon, I believe, on the 14th of December in Sagittarius. But the new moon in Scorpio is on the 14th, the day after the Mars goes direct on the 13th. And Mars currently is in Aries, but Mars is the original ruler of Aries and Scorpio. So in these two images, I get Mars with this volcanic energy here. Okay, so this could represent Aries. This could represent, because right now, currently, the moon is in Aries in preparation to go into Taurus. So, like I said, there's something that's happening, something in preparation for something else to happen. And I do believe that this is, with this reading being about October 31st, that there is some type of plan that the dark is privy to, okay? The same way the veil is the thinnest on October 31st for the light is also that for the dark. So, honestly, October 31st, it's a time where there's a lot of really, really dark things that go on in terms of sacrifices and blood rituals, and a lot of really, really moon rituals. A lot goes on. So again, Scorpio, I get that Scorpionic energy from Sylvia Plath, all of the darkness that surrounds her life, her roots, her death, again, the suicide, sacrificial things here is what I'm getting. With the severed arm here, this is just like not wanting to go deep into the roots of a situation. But something, when I think of natural disasters, this is a natural thing. This is Mother Gaia, and this is something erupting that cannot be stopped, that's going to reveal what has been hidden. And also what is being released. I want to take a look at this Disseminating Moon card here. Disseminating Moon. Take time to breathe out. Disseminating Moon. The intensity of the full moon has abated. And what are we left with? So this is something that needs to be focused on after October 31st, after this full moon energy in Taurus. Now, this full moon energy is going to be prevalent for at least a week or two after the full moon begins to wane. So this disseminating moon energy is going to be important after this full moon. So October 31st, leading into November. Again, those dates I brought up in the pre part of this reading, the beginning part of this reading, about when Mercury goes direct. Okay, November 3rd. That's exactly when the U.S. elections are being held, taking place. November 13th, Mars goes direct. New moon in Scorpio, November 14th. So again, this take time to breathe out. It's going to be very important after this full moon on October 31st. Okay, so whatever is coming out, coming forward, hidden truths. Remember, October 31st, we also have that once a year Sun-Uranus opposition. Okay, Uranus is the planet of surprises, of the unexpected, the planet that breaks away from societal norms, thinking outside of the box. It's like revolutionary energy. All right, so with this Sun-Uranus opposition, and here with Uranus, okay, who is the ruler, which is the ruler of Aquarius, that brings into play 3 different fixed energies that could be affected greatly October 31st and forward. Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius. Okay, and with the Sun-Uranus opposition, we can even throw Leo into that equation. But whatever needs to be purged, whatever darkness that comes up, unexpected events, news, that may come your way, it is all part of a grand design. Okay, and moving forward, it's all about planning for the winter, or planning for what's to come. The winter, the winter begins on December 21st. That is the date of the winter solstice, the first day, official day of winter. This could be alluding to Antarctica, information about what's going on at the North Pole, South and North Poles of Mother Gaia. Okay, Mother Gaia is reacting. There are things about to be revealed, and this could definitely have a lot to do with the event that could be happening on the day of the winter solstice, December 21st. This could be the beginning of breaking up or bringing up what's to come. So again, your dreams need a practical plan. Moving into the future. So back to the disseminating moon. Again, this energy is going to be very prevalent after the full moon in Taurus. During the period of the elections and onward. The intensity of the full moon has abated. And what are we left with? That's what this card is asking you. It suggests that the situation you're asking about has now peaked. And it's time for you to regroup and learn from your experiences rather than blindly forging ahead. Have faith that what is happening is for the best. Try to accept the way things are now and give yourself and others time out to relax. Breathe. We can't be on all the time. If you feel you've hit an obstacle or even failed in some way, now is the time to reflect on how to do things differently next time. Be honest with yourself if you feel bad about your current situation, and then remind yourself that life goes in cycles. I am where I am, and it's okay. I am where I am, and it's okay. So this is leading us to the time after the full moon, all right? The disseminating moon. Take time to breathe out. There could be a lot going on, okay? With the volcano energy, the Sylvia Plath energy, a lot of darkness, a lot of things coming out, a lot of unexpected things happening, okay? This is all going to be around election time, the first week or two of November. Now, mind you, I did get lots of downloads and information about something pivotal happening on 11/11. So that is going to be a major, major gateway portal. But again, this is all, I believe, the first week or two of November, after the full moon, after October 31st, where it says take time to breathe. Take time to breathe through everything that you're learning, everything that you're experiencing, where you find yourself. I am where I am, and it's okay. Now, additionally, when getting this card, it's saying you should know where you stand, either now or very soon. You need to take some time out for your own good. It's time for you to share your wisdom and experience with someone else. Avoid falling into a slump. The disseminating moon is the first moon phase after the explosion of energy that comes with the full moon. No matter when this card is received, it suggests you're at a more tranquil point in the life cycle of whatever situation you're asking about. This is not the ideal time to start something new. The disseminating moon is a time to breathe out, give yourself some time off, and think about what has passed. So this is insinuating that something unexpected or something is going to be revealed, okay, during this full moon, October 31st or thereabouts, during or after, okay? And whatever happens, whatever is revealed, or whatever comes to the forefront or the surface or whatever erupts, you're being asked to breathe. You're being asked to breathe. Breathe out. Think clearly about where you are. Accepting what you are coming into an understanding about, and just holding on to the fact that things will be clear to you very soon, and that there is something cyclical happening. It's a cycle that's happening, and it's going to go back to the plan, okay, that you have devised for yourself. And if you don't have a clear plan, then it's time to take some time out to breathe through, reevaluate, go within. And all of this planning should have taken place okay, coming off of that new moon that we had in Libra. At the beginning of the Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, there should have been a lot of time taken out to release, like I said at the beginning of the reading, okay? But October 31st, okay, it's going to be a lot coming up for review, a lot of energies purging. The veil is going to be very thin, and forces of light and dark both doing almost what's needed. Unfortunately, you know, on October 31st, I would ask a lot of light beings to put out a lot of love and light and energy out into the universe, to Mother Gaia. And but at the same time, there's going to be dark forces that are aware of what's happening, and they're going to be working and doing what they're supposed to be doing, okay? And that's going to be a lot of darkness. Again, rituals, sacrifices, all of the dark stuff that no one wants to talk about happening. But it's needed almost. It's like a polarization that's going to be happening to really help this split come along between the polarities of light and dark, 3D and 5D. All right, so October 31st, it's really all about the practical plan that's coming, okay? That's already in place for New Earth. Okay, so we'll leave it at that in terms of cycles. Now we're going to go ahead and pull some oracles. Just to see where we are. What other energies we need to be aware about for October 31st, 2020? I'm going to go ahead and pull some major arcanas. Get some faded energy going on here. Faded overall energy for this reading in relation to October 31st, 2020, full moon in Taurus. Okay, what do we have here? We have 3 cards. Oh, we actually have 4. Okay. The energy surrounding October 31st. Okay. So we have here the Sun, Leo energy. Okay, we have the Emperor, Aries. We have Justice, Libra, and we have the Hermit, Virgo. Okay, we have number 9, which speaks to divine timing, divine justice, universal law. Number 9 is also about, something being cultivated. 9 is almost a 10, which is almost a completion. All right. We also have justice in reverse. Number 11. Okay. That could be someone's life path number. I know that's my life path number. But, 11 also speaks of a portal. When you think of 2 ones, we think of a portal, an entrance. Of course, 11 definitely could represent November. Okay, so there is something that is moving forward, October 31st into November 1st. That's leading somewhere. Okay, now we have this, let me see. Now, also, number 11 in itself can speak about uncertainty between actions and stagnation, okay? A path towards maturity, and it could also implicate gestation, okay? So something moving forward, but there being some type of uncertainty between what someone is saying and their actions. So this could also represent like that election energy that we're moving into. But in relation to October 31st and the Hunter's Moon, I'm getting here that there is something that's not clear, something that may seem unfair, something that's not balanced karmically, in terms of the scales. Again, with the Hermit here, there is this energy of many people kind of going within, trusting their intuition, seeking inner guidance, trying to really examine themselves, their motives, seeking light, seeking truth. This could represent the polarities, in relation to light and dark. Intuition and logic. And then we have the Emperor, okay? So that's Aries energy. And, the Emperor represents the government. It could represent the government, okay? There definitely could be something that's not being seen clearly with the Sun in reverse. Something that's just not clear. And something that the government is hiding. With the Sun in reverse, this definitely could indicate, ego, selfishness. Justice in reverse, there's some hidden truths around the elections or just around, the government control. And many people are going within, releasing. This attachment to what's outside of themselves. And in turn are seeing the truth of what is being hidden in plain sight, the injustice of it all. What's going on with these leaders, these elites. People are going in with this full moon energy to prepare their souls and to release what is no longer serving. And again, this is corruption. And darkness being exposed. The sun in reverse can also speak of depression and darkness and shadow. And we have Sylvia Plath, darkness, depression, shadow. And exposure, eruption. Something's being illuminated here. Okay. Sorry guys, I had to step away just for a quick second. Okay. So again, guys, unexpected events that coincide with control in the government, this is bringing me back to chemtrails all this week leading up to October 31st. All right, there's been rain, there's been clouds, there's no sun. All right, there's something that's going on in terms of the government and the controlling ones, all right, that is hidden. That all ties in with October 31st, 11/11, and December 21st. All right, that will all be revealed very soon. This corruption will not be contained much longer, this darkness. It's going to all erupt. And that is why there's an urgency here to take time to breathe out after this full moon in Taurus, because of everything that's going to be exposed. Throughout the period of the elections. And this could also lend itself to your personal life, your family, personal choices. But ultimately, after this full moon, you're being asked to prepare and prepare for something. And before whatever we're preparing for comes into our particular timeline or reality, there's going to be a need to really breathe out, to assess where you are, what's happening, and where it's leading you to. Important messages. What other important messages for collective? October 31st. Intoxication, uninhibited, and shameless. Spirit of elixirs. Spirit of elixirs. Okay. Intoxication, uninhibited, and shameless. Be careful of what you drink on October 31st for sure. And this could be literal or just figuratively, you know. Everything that's fed to you isn't for your highest good, and certain knowledge isn't for your highest good. At this point, in terms of vibration and energy, it's as if sides have been chosen already. So it's asking you to keep your head during this full moon. Because this is what is going to be prevalent during this period. A lot of energies of people who are very shameless in their actions and what they do and how they operate. It's just like a polarization, you know. Those who are of high vibration, they're going to be doing the high vibrational things. Those who operate in low vibration, they're going to be doing the extreme of what it is that they do. Okay, very uninhibited, intoxication, allowing themselves to be portals for anything and everything that is happening. Mind you, the veil is very thin on Halloween, October 31st, during this period. So it's about not getting lost. It's about staying focused. All right. And it's, again, focusing on that polarization that's happening between the light and the dark, 3D and 5D. What other important messages about October 31st and the full moon? We have Spirit of Earth, okay, nature, grounded ancestors. So yes, you're not alone, okay. The veil is very, very thin. Your spirit guides, your angels, your ancient ancestors, your archangels, you know, you're not alone, all right. And that does not exclude the darker entities and spirits that are available and out during this period. So again, there's an all-seeing eye. You're not alone. You're being watched, and you're being helped. You're being guided. You're also being influenced, and you're also, you know, depending on what you allow, you know, alcohol, drugs, sex, anything that allows you your energy to be infiltrated. You need to be mindful of it during this full moon in Taurus, October 31st. Okay, you do not want to be susceptible to entities and the different things that are happening while this veil is very thin. So protect your energy and stay very grounded. Okay, connect to nature, Mother Gaia, and know that everything is all part of a very, very divine plan with this full moon in Taurus. This card didn't come out for no apparent reason. You know, out of all the cards in the deck, the full moon in Taurus card did come out with the full moon in Taurus. So there's a divine plan that's happening right now, and it's a catalyst for change with this October 31st energy, full moon, and all of this very deep, 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 powerful scorpionic energy, this fixed energy, along with that Sun in Uranus opposition. There's like a little small ant that came out of nowhere. And so yeah, very interesting. Again, distractions. Okay, yeah, that little worker ant or wherever it came from is working really hard to distract. So again, Sun Uranus opposition, all the fixed energies, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, that Mars energy, Aries, and of course Taurus. Unexpected events, things coming out of left field, Tower energy, again, Mars. And Aries, government, control. So expect the unexpected, okay, with this full moon. And with all of this scorpionic Pluto energy. Stay grounded. and protect your energy, is what I'm getting. What other messages? We have Spirit of Mermaids, beauty, untamed and free. Beauty, untamed and free. This is talking about emotions, healing, depth, release, okay, release what needs to be released, all of the energies leading up to October 31st, to this full moon with the Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, okay. A lot of this work should have been done, or should be in the process of being done, leading up to the full moon in Taurus, which is all about releasing, right? Having a plan for what's to come, and then being able to fully be in this energy here. Of acceptance. Now, the Spirit of Mermaids, it's all about that attraction energy, alluring energy, healing, and being free. Okay, so again, this could really allude to partnerships, love, coming together, harmony, balance being restored to connections. Unity, healing, and partnerships of all kinds. Forgiveness. Deep bonds, okay, being replenished. Yeah, and I also think of this as, you know, the fact that Venus has left Virgo and moving into Libra. This is, again, all about partnerships. Libra is it's a sign of balance and relationships. Restoring balance, equality, and Mercury goes direct on November 3rd. So conversations and communication revolving around the healing of relationships. Deep wounding, releasing deep wounds in terms of family, relationships, divine counter part situations, and releasing of trauma that allows one to break free and be prepared for, again, what is to come. Now, I have been getting a lot of information about water coming through, downloads. Look through some of my Spirit Sage and Divine Update readings in terms of the Great Division, the Great Split, water being very important. As we all know, water holds information, it holds codes, and water could play an integral part in the shift. Or event that's imminent. One more. All that wanted to come out and flip over. So we have the spirit of the key, solution, wisdom, spiritual knowledge. Solution, wisdom, spiritual knowledge. So there's going to be, again, a lot of forces coming together with this full moon, and with certain things being released, there's going to be making room for more knowledge, information. Truths. Now, these truths can come in the form of light, dark information, but at any rate, it's all part of the divine plan. All right, we're gonna get one more. We have the spirit of the fox. We have sly, cunning, and strategy. All right. So this brings it all together that, you know, there's a lot that is hidden. There's a lot that's going on behind the scenes. All right. With this full moon, with the government, interpersonal relationships, things that are not quite clear, from chemtrails to, you know, spraying the clouds to the sun, the government, you know, enacting things to keep the sun from shining, to keep that DNA from being activated in certain chosen ones. All right, so a lot of hidden truths, corruption, injustice, people going within to truly see the government for what it truly is. We also have individuals stepping into their power. And with this full moon, October 31st, there is a lot that's being exposed with this thin veil. A lot of darkness, also a lot of light, polarization. A lot going on behind the scenes to prepare for something imminent. Okay, but this polarization is going to be the catalyst for massive change. A lot of purging and releasing going on. Again, practical planning, full moon in Taurus. The first week of November, you know, heading off of this full moon in Taurus, October 31st. There's a need to stay grounded. Stay grounded. Operate out of love, because a lot of things are happening behind the scenes. A lot of information coming through. A lot of different timelines. And I feel as though there is sly, cunning, and strategic actions by both the dark and the light here. If you look into Taurus, it's all about precision and acting when the time is right. When the time is right. All right? By the light and the dark. And on the bottom of the deck, what do we have? We have Spirit of the Pumpkin, Autumn, Harvest, and Midnight. Autumn, Harvest, and Midnight. This is absolutely telling. Okay, so Hunter's Moon is all about the opportunity to start hunting and gathering for winter. I think both the light and dark forces are doing that, preparing for something. Okay? And this is the catalyst here, October 31st. Midnight is when you set your clocks back. On October 31st, Saturn is all about time. Time is an illusion. People thought at one point that Earth was one of Saturn's moons. Okay? Saturn to some is Satan, and Satan is what fell, and what rules the earth now, the 3D, the matrix. Time is an illusion. So is fear. And so is this matrix. So there's something involving karma here and lessons and Saturn that's at play. But there is light and dark forces here working. And this period, this full moon, October 31st, leading into the future, it's a lot of strategy happening on both sides. Something big is happening here. Strategic. But on the other side of the full moon, as the full moon disseminates, there's going to be a time period that is going to be needed to breathe before all of the knowledge about what's happening comes into effect. Again, so many different timelines here, but this full moon is a catalyst. October 31st. Wow. All right, so we are going to just draw a few tarot cards here before we get into the individual signs. Okay. Can we clarify this message, please? Can we clarify this message for the collective? A lot of these messages are kind of all over the place, kind of jumping into some of the, you know, answers that I had in the beginning of the reading about the dream space. December 21st, October 31st, the full moon. Mother Gaia, Saturn. So I do believe that this did come together and really confirm some things. So yeah, we're just gonna clarify, and then we're gonna go ahead and do a brief all signs reading just on what you all can expect based on the individual signs for October 31st. Really, really brief all signs reading. And then again, like I said, I will more than likely attach a video at the end of this reading in relation to Ascension and New Earth, based off of some higher self information and some past life regression sessions that I had that could be helpful for some of you. And this reading is a little lengthy, but like I said, I'm not sure exactly when I'll be back, and I was just divinely guided to put a few different bits of information out that downloads that I received. Okay. Can we clarify this message, please? And we have the King of Wands. Fell right on top of the Spirit of the Key, which represents the fact that there are some higher powers and elites and the government, or even on a smaller scale, people in your life, circumstances that really, or even parts of yourself, okay? King of Wands in reverse is, again, Aries energy. And it's could be representing this whole, you know, feeling of not being able to take action, with Aries being retrograde in Mars, okay? But again, it fell right on top of this card about knowledge, the key, right? There's an energy, and to me, you know, this is really like the elites, the government, all aspects of certain entities, energies that want to control, all right? Not having control, you know, losing control. The government or these structures that want this control, want to be looked at as God, not getting that control, not getting that respect, okay? And not wanting you to come into these ascension keys to really rise above this matrix. This could represent individuals on a smaller scale that you're outgrowing, okay? That you're detaching from, that you're releasing. And the government or these entities or these individuals or even parts of yourself that you're letting go, there is this feeling of being erratic or impulsivity, fear, ego. And all of this will be at its height, okay, October 31st. All of these darker, denser energies that have not been dealt with, shadow aspects of oneself, things that are going on in the world that have been hidden, it's all coming up, okay? And it's going to lead to some confusion and fears. It's going to play out in terms of depression and suicidal thoughts and just anything that you can think of on the darker scale that hasn't been dealt with. The roots, it's coming up. All right, it's coming up. And again, people are reaching for knowledge, for the keys, and that has the government or certain entities or energies frustrated. Okay, very much frustrated. Yeah, bottom of the deck, we have the three, the Empress, which represented by the number 3. All right, this is earlier. We have Emperor, and we had energies. And speaking of like the Patriarch breaking down, this is also like anything that lends itself to codependency, anything that throws you off of your balance, the material world, that is what is going to be heightened October 31st, okay? Now, full moon in Taurus, the Empress represents Taurus, Libra energy. All right, the full moon is in Taurus, so there will be these urges, okay, that will come up, that will want to play on our need for luxury or pleasures. And with the Empress being in reverse, it speaks of being disconnected, resistance to that which would perpetuate manifestation. Energy that relates to maternal figures, mother figures, okay? And I also get from this card that, again, Mother Gaia is unhappy with what is going on her planet. And again, releasing anything that throws you off your balance, that keeps you from 3, Christ consciousness, the truth, forgiveness, love, abundance, manifestation. Any other clarifications for this energy, please? We have the 10 of Wands, yeah. Releasing. 10 of Wands, Sagittarius energy, or fire. But the 10 of Wands is just like a burden. It's being released. A heavy burden. And 10s are all about a cycle. One cycle ending, another beginning. Breaking free. Releasing the burden. a lot of things ending on a smaller scale, relationships, marriages, separations from families, just a lot of endings. But on a larger scale, it's a whole new cycle beginning. October 31st, the catalyst for major change and a new beginning, new birth. Bottom of the deck, a time for forgiveness. Okay, Seven of Swords. Really evaluating what's been hidden. Seven of Swords is, it's all about, communication, or, when it's upright, it speaks of, strategy and, some things being hidden. It could be a tactic. Again, it could definitely be a strategy for the light and the dark, because it's very time sensitive. That's what's going on with this full moon in Taurus and where it's leading. The Seven of Swords really could just be strategy, but it could also be trickery, thievery. On this coffin, it says reflection and hope. But it came out in reverse, so a lot of times the Seven of Swords, when it's inverted, it's about forgiveness, taking responsibility, acceptance, commitment. Let's get one more before we do the quick all signs reading here. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. It fell right on top of Spirit of Mermaids and the nature, Spirit of Earth, nature grounded ancestors. So again, here, this full moon, it's all about releasing and preparation for a new beginning. With the Wheel of Fortune, we have Sagittarius energy, because this is Jupiter, all right, and Jupiter is the Lord of Sagittarius. So again, there is this energy here of destiny at play, and a cycle, divine timing. The wheel is turning. All things have a cycle, both good and bad. And with the Wheel of Fortune upright, this is definitely all about positive changes, new beginnings, karma, good karma, luck, good fortune. But during this period, October 31st, this full moon, is really about staying grounded and knowing that you're not alone. Staying grounded, being connected to Mother Gaia, and knowing that there is beauty in all things. And to release logic and to just be. Spirituality is about just being free. Everything will come together because there's a cycle that's ending and there's a new one that's beginning here. October 31st. Full moon in Taurus. Halloween energy. This is the catalyst. The harvest, the timing. Bottom of the deck, we have Judgment. okay? Judgment. So, you know, it's duality, it's polarity, and with Judgment, it's Pluto energy. Once again, a lot of Scorpio energy. The Sylvia Plath card, the volcano. And once again, with Judgment, it's all about a time of self-evaluation, being at the crux of reaching a new life, and needing to purge all things that would hinder you from being renewed. All right, upright Justice card is all about rebirth and freedom, absolving your karma and renewal, and again, just being free. But in reverse, this speaks of self-doubt, rejection, blockage, stagnation. So that's why it's so important to be focused during this period, not to miss your calling as this wheel is turning, as this cycle is happening. Because this is your opportunity to be free, to break free. Okay, so we're going to pull a few oracles on this message about the full moon, October 31st, just to give some divine guidance in relation to October 31st, the Hunter's Moon in Taurus, and how significant this date is and what we have to be mindful of during this period. And then we're going to move on to the all signs reading. I will try to timestamp everything in this reading in terms of the preliminary messages I had in the beginning of the reading, and of course the divine message, and then I'll try to timestamp all the signs for your little mini 3-card reading in relation to October 31st and the full moon. Okay, divine messages for this reading in relation to October 31st and the full moon. Any divine messages? We have rediscovery, rediscovery, it's really about knowing thyself and knowing your heart and releasing, going within, rediscovery, inner child, new beginnings, cycles, but rediscovering in order to move forward with the cycle. Yeah, we have patterns. Breaking old patterns, learning new patterns. Saturn, Jupiter, government versus the true God within. Healing, breaking free of time and illusions, opening up your crown to a whole new world, discovering your temple within. And we have alliance. All right, it's no coincidence that we have this almost like sun image here. And it has like ancient ancestry linked to it. Okay. So this is, again, letting you know that you're not alone, to stay grounded, that you are protected, you're being guided by the universe. And there's a force that's working with you and that's guiding you through this period, this cycle, this time, or this catalyst for change, where there is going to be a lot that's revealed and that's brought up to the surface. There is a lot of planning that's happening behind the scenes, from the light and the dark. Whatever happens, this polarization is meant to happen. It's going to be the beginning of change, and you're not alone, and you're very well protected and being guided. There's no need to have fear. All right, but this October 31st, this full moon in Taurus, is the catalyst for all that is to come. Coming off of this full moon, okay, there's going to be a period where you're going to need to really pause and breathe and focus. And lastly, divine advice, please, to end this reading. Full moon in Taurus. We have shield your energy. Look beneath the surface. That leads us back to what we were talking about in terms of the veil being very thin. This is a period of time where this can affect those of light, those of dark, but it's all necessary. It's all part of the plan. All right, but there will be a need to protect your energy, as like I said, although this is a period of a lot of knowledge coming in, solutions, wisdom keys, ascension keys, ancestors, guides. The veil is thin. It's also thin for the dark side as well. A lot of dark things rising to the surface on a global scale, on an even bigger scale than that, and even on a very small scale, things coming up to the surface in terms of interpersonal relationships, money, family, friends, deep things, unexpected things, that Sun and Uranus opposition that's going to bring in some unexpected news. Again, that veil is very thin, so a lot of stuff that goes on during this period, October 31st, full moon. So, do not be naive. Sacrifices and blood rituals and all kinds of things that are going on. Shield your energy. 32 breaks down to the number 5, reduces to number 5. 5s are all about divine timing, but they're also about changes and quick changes, swift changes, annihilations of an ideal. All right, it says, look beneath the surface. Number 32. Shield your energy. Cleanse your space. Cleanse your space. This could be a time where you need to just release some things, let go of some things, sell some things, recycle some things. It's just clearing out your space, creating a space, making yourself lighter in preparation for a new cycle, something that's to come. The frog is a diverse amphibian living all over the world. The frog thrives in clean habitats. Its life is a process of metamorphosis from egg to tadpole and then to adult frog. Frogs are often seen as the ultimate rainmaker, with the exotic and intrinsic sounds of their beautiful sacred song echoing through their native bushland. The slippery creature cannot endure a toxic environment and requires unpolluted habitats to thrive. In order for you to succeed right now, you must clear and screen your surroundings. Closely connect to the moon cycles. The frog encourages you to release your emotions in a healthy way, washing away any negative physical or mental energies that restrict you from having a positive and peaceful life, encouraging you to look deeper into a situation to find the truth of the matter. The frog will challenge you to release anything that is holding you back from success. You may be feeling swamped right now, swimming through murky waters, but just like the frog, you may need a long rest or to hibernate from others while you gather your senses and a fresh perspective. Right now, the gentle energy of the frog totem is requesting you to look deep beneath the surface. Not everything is what it appears. Influence from toxic environments is suffocating your natural gifts and talents that need to be nourished and nurtured. You require a healthy, supportive, and loving environment for you to grow and thrive as an individual. Now is the time. This full moon in Taurus, October 31st, whatever this period or timeline means for you, now is the time to take care of your health, releasing emotions, and examining your own energy and how it interacts with others. Use this element of water to unblock your energy field and create a smooth flow of Kundalini for personal healing and growth. Find your own sacred song. Call to others who share your passions and interests, where you can support and renew your inner fire. Shadow aspects to be mindful of during this period: stagnation, being untidy or untidy surroundings, hoarding, okay? Be mindful of these shadow aspects within yourself and others. Your sacred crystal, all right, during this period that will be really helpful will be black obsidian. It's very good at absorbing negative energy, okay? And it's great for protection as well. Angel assistance will be Archangel Uriel, okay? The Archangel resides in Earth, all about justice and equality, focuses on clear focus, mental clarity, and shielding negativity. Affirmation during this period: I sing the beautiful sacred song of my heart, clear and loud for all to hear. I sing the beautiful sacred song of my heart, clear and loud for all to hear. Okay, number 32, reducing to number 5, shield your energy, look beneath the surface, and cleanse your space. Okay, that is your divine advice for this reading revolving around October 31st. Okay, and Halloween, this thin veil, and the full moon in Taurus. And now we're going to go ahead and start this mini reading for all the signs. We're going to start with the sign of Scorpio and make our way around to Libra, okay? Very, very quick reading for all the signs. A 3-card reading. We're going to start with an oracle. We're going to do a tarot, and then we're going to do an advice card, okay? This general reading is for the collective and all signs, okay? I'm sure you, if any of you related to this reading, you can gain some ideas of how you can navigate through the energies, okay, of this full moon that is here. And if not, this could give you a tad bit more of personal insight to each of the signs, okay? Also remember that this is Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. You can also group that in with your North Node, your Mercury, your Mars, okay? But at the end of the day, anywhere you have that sign in your chart, okay, you can use that energy to help you navigate throughout this energy of the full moon, okay? So this is just for the full moon in Taurus and those energies that cultivate after the full moon in Taurus, okay, for each of the signs, okay? So, starting with Scorpio. Happy birthday to all of my fellow Scorpios. And this is all about the full moon in Taurus, okay? So, important energies for Scorpio for the full moon in Taurus. Scorpio. All right, my Scorpios, you guys have two, okay? So we have forgiveness and we have surrender. All right, forgiveness and surrender, okay? So the full moon in Scorpio, the full moon in Taurus, okay, October 31st, the hunter's moon, the blue moon. For my Scorpios here, there will be themes surrounding forgiveness, okay? Forgiveness of yourself, forgiveness of someone else, all right? We have that kind of purplish, reddish color there that could definitely end up being something in relation to the root chakra, something that deals with the roots, okay? Trauma, family issues. But I do also feel as if there's going to be here, and this could also have something to do with ascending higher, because that looks like it could be a purplish color as well, violet. So that could definitely correlate to the pineal gland or even the chakra, the crown chakra. So I'm getting the feeling here that there are some themes around forgiveness and healing and releasing, surrendering, okay? That's all about Scorpionic energy in the death card, you know? Endings, new beginnings, purging, releasing, facing oneself, and being able to move forward during this full moon energy. Really all about releasing and surrendering here, okay? We have an image of someone really touching their heart or wanting to heal their heart and just releasing it all so that they can move forward. So that's going to be really important for my Scorpios here, okay? And I'm going to pull a tarot for you. Forgiveness and surrender for Scorpio. Forgiveness and surrender. We have the Four of Wands, okay? This has something to do with an Aries, all right? Or a fire sign, but just definitely energy of fire. But it's in reverse, okay? So this is all about, you know, someone could be displaced or homeless or moving out of a home or moving away from their family. With the Four of Wands, again, this could definitely indicate a divine connection, because we have like 1111 here with the Four of Wands. There could be some type of separation from a divine counterpart. Again, the loss of a home or a broken promise, all right? And a transition, you know, there's just, you feel as if there is a period where there is not a smooth transition in your life, and that is something that you are very much wanting to release, wanting to let go of something and completely forgive, address it, and move forward with this full moon in Taurus. to really release and heal and let go of what it is that you can't control. All right. Bottom of the deck for that Four of Wands in reverse, we have the King of Pentacles. Okay, so for me, all the kings are cardinal energy, so I equate the King of Pentacles with Capricorn. Okay, but any of the earth signs, Taurus or Virgo here with this King of Pentacles is upright. So I do believe that this is all about taking control in some way, stepping into your power, really building something solid. This could be someone, again, a masculine energy, healing something with a father figure, but this is all about taking control, being a protector. This could be you stepping into your power, really being protective of what it is that you've built, and really manifesting at a high rate here, releasing something, surrendering to the universe, and overcoming something that was lost, overcoming a broken promise, or being displaced in some way. But this is all about strength, something solid or someone solid coming into your life, or this is just you being very solid after releasing something with this full moon in Taurus. Okay, and that's what I have for my Scorpios. All right, I'm going to pull one oracle for you guys. And Scorpio, we have two. Okay, so two could be very important for you, Scorpio. I'm getting number 11 that just popped into my head as well. But two, all right, doubles, partnerships. We have take the lead and we have love yourself. Take the lead and love yourself. Full moon in Taurus for my Scorpios, okay? I love you guys. And that's what I have for my Scorpios. So we're moving on to Sagittarius. We're moving on to Sagittarius. Okay. What are the energies that my Sagittarians need to be mindful of during the full moon in Taurus? My fellow Sagittarius. I am a Sagittarius sun. Okay. Full moon in Taurus, Sagittarius. One card, please. Wow. Okay. So we have Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine for Sagittarius. So, okay, this is definitely all about stepping into your power. Some of you Sagittarians could definitely be on really on purpose here, ascending, healing, really doing the work on yourself. I feel as though the universe is shining upon you, and you're very much in tune with the universe, and you are on your divine path that's leading you right into the sun. All right, this is just very, very beautiful energy for you Sagittariuses out there. And again, divine feminine, it is not about gender. Okay, it's not gender specific. So any of you out there who are men, all right, you're just definitely balancing out those energies, and you are feeling very balanced. Okay, you're doing the work and you're on your divine path. Okay, let's pull some tarot. Full moon in Taurus. And you know, this could be alluding to someone who is dealing with a Sagittarius. Okay, this could be, if this is revolving around a masculine energy or a male, this could represent someone very healing in your life, someone who is a guiding light for your journey, for your healing. But I'm just getting here very blessed energy, someone on their path, on their purpose, someone who is being divinely guided on their journey, okay? Walking up to the sun. Full moon and Taurus. For Sagittarius, we have the Hermit. We have the Hermit, okay? So this is your energy for the full moon in Taurus, October 31st, Sagittarius, okay? So some of you are in Hermit mode. Some of you are really taking this time to really go within. This is solitude, okay? This is not isolation. This is solitude. This is all about really going deep, only going within yourself, knowing that there's nothing outside of yourself that is going to get you where you need to go during this period. You are all in, okay, into the wisdom, the deep wisdom that is going to push you to the distance that you need to go in order to move towards your purpose. All right, the Hermit is all about really trusting your intuition and really being guided forward. And number 9 represents the Hermit. So number 9 could be really important for some of you out there, Sagittarians. 9s are all about divine timing, all right? Divine justice, balance being restored, okay? This has something to do with a Virgo, all right? As the Hermit is the Virgo card, all right? So, or you, Sagittarius out there could have Virgo highly aspected in your chart somewhere, maybe in your 10th house, okay? Or in your 9th house, all right? So that is what's happening for Sagittarius, what you need to be mindful of with the full moon in Taurus, October 31st. We're going to end with an oracle for you. Oops, not the whole deck there. What I'm getting is that something groundbreaking is happening for you guys, Sagittarius. Something that's shifting, a major shift, you know, a major shift that's changing your perspective or someone else's perspective. Can you get an oracle for Sagittarius, please? And it says make necessary sacrifices, Sagittarius. Make necessary sacrifices. So this could be something that you already have done to bring yourself to this energy, okay? Or this could definitely be something that is cultivating with this full moon and Taurus, all right? Now, again, the full moons are all about releasing. So there could be something that you need to release. There could be something that could be happening with this Sun, Uranus opposition that's going to be out of left field. That's going to be pushing you into making some type of sacrifice, okay? So that was the energy for Sagittarius. Let's move into the full moon energy for Capricorn. Okay. What do my Capricorns need to be mindful of with the full moon and Taurus, October 31st? Full moon and Taurus for Capricorn. And we have winter. Okay, we have winter. Now, I do know that the beginning of Capricorn season starts on the 21st, okay, or the 22nd. I believe it's 21st, but either way, it's right there at the winter solstice. So, we had the snowflake on this card. So there's something very unique, very, very specific that's going to be happening for you guys, Capricorn, with this full moon in Taurus, October 31st, and the energies that are happening after that. Something very unique. Crystals are going to be really important for you guys, okay? Crystals going to be very important for you guys. I don't know why I'm getting calcite, selenite, but October 31st. They're asking you to really focus on the unique aspects of yourself that may have been ignored. Capricorns. Let's pull some tarot on that for my Capricorns. Full moon energy for Capricorn. Clarify winter, please, for Capricorn. Okay, so we have the Queen of Chalices, or the Queen of Cups here for you, Capricorn, okay? So this could represent, okay, October 31st, the full moon, all right? There could definitely be something that you're not seeing about a mother figure here, okay? This could be representing scorpionic energy, a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Or again, when it comes down to the Queen of Cups, it could be a mother figure or a partner. But in reverse, it lends itself to not trusting your intuition, fear, jealousy, something that went neglected in terms of the emotional body. This could represent someone that's really, really cold, a lack of nourishing from a mother figure, possibly. Okay. Not trusting your intuition about something, all right? Not being able to see the uniqueness of who you are because of the lack of nourishing, possibly. Or this can even represent yourself, you know, parts of yourself that you need to focus on with this full moon in Taurus. Something that needs to be released so that the uniqueness of you, your unique blueprint, can be seen, okay? Bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles, okay? Again, this is Capricorn energy, or Earth. And this is all about letting go of something where there is this energy of loss, lack of security, feeling unsafe, feeling unstable. mistrust, okay? And this is what needs to be released, Capricorn, moving through this full moon in Taurus. Let's get an oracle for you. And we have be patient. Be patient. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with this maternal figure, okay? This could also represent, you know, not wanting to face the more feminine aspects of yourself, but letting go of mistrust, seeing the unique abilities of oneself, moving past something from the past, whether it's neglect or lack of intuition, lack of love, but it's all about patience here with this full moon, October 31st for you Capricorns, okay? And now we're going into Aquarius. Okay. Full moon in Taurus, October 31st. What are the energies for my Aquarians? Ooh, before I could even begin, we have mute, okay? So full moon in Taurus for Aquarius. Either you aren't talking or someone isn't talking, or there is this feeling of unanswered questions or lack of clarity, whether it's intentional, whether it's strategic, or whether it's just the energies of something not being spoken or clear. All right, there's a period of silence here for my Aquarians. What else for Aquarius with a full moon in Taurus? Can we clarify mute? Yeah, there's just lack of clarity here. We have the King of Swords, okay, which is your element here, air, Aquarius, but for me the King of Swords represents the cardinal energy, which would be Libra, all right, but any of the air signs, okay, with the King of Swords is in reverse, okay. The King of Swords can allude itself to some narcissistic tendencies here, manipulation, manipulation of the truth. With the King of Swords, typically it's all about, when it's upright, it's about justice and truth and intellect. Here it's about, you know, someone maybe being illogical, someone not being forthright with the truth. This could indicate some type of legality that's not going in someone's favor. But again, with the King of Swords, there's something that's not clear. All right, some type of truth not being spoken. Masculine, air energy, possibly a Libra. Again, this could allude to the judiciary system or even karma. But when it pertains to the King of Swords, this is some type of indecision, maybe even cruelty, abuse. All right, this could indicate something that's going on that someone cannot speak about, all right, that is going to come full circle with this full moon in Taurus. On the bottom of the deck, we have the sun, All right, we have the sun in reverse. So again, there's something that's not being seen. There's something that's not being spoken on. There's something that's hidden. All right, the sun in reverse, Leo energy. This could also indicate depression or isolation, fears, ego. All right. So again, there's an energy of a period where there's silence. This could be forced silence. This could be fear. But the sun can't be hidden for long. So there will be truth about the situation coming out for you, Aquarius, okay, with this full moon in Taurus, or October 31st. And an oracle for Aquarius, please. And Aquarius, we have face your shadow. Face your shadow. All right, this could be you, this could be someone else, but there is definitely a need to face your shadow, to integrate certain parts or aspects of yourself that are not being faced, so that you can integrate and rise above whatever is hidden, or whatever situation that is causing a period of stillness or stagnation. And then we're moving on to Pisces. What are the energies that Pisces will be dealing with during the full moon in Taurus, October 31st? Pisces, October 31st, full moon in Taurus. What are the important messages? Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. One card, please. Okay. And we have union, all right? We have union for Pisces, all right? We have that big full moon there, all right? So that's just more of a timeline, a double confirmation that there is something coming together, a partnership. This could represent even parts of yourself. Someone could be definitely experiencing a sacred union within themselves, or divine masculine and feminine energies coming together, bringing balance. This could indicate a partnership, you know, a union, a soulmate situation where there is going to be a coming together, a harmony. All right, something that was hidden is going to be out in the open for all to see. With this card, I'm just getting the energy of togetherness, union. Like, again, that could also be parts of yourself, Pisces. Okay, let's get some tarot. Can we clarify what other energies coming through for Pisces, the full moon in Taurus? Can we clarify union, please? Okay, for Pisces, we have the Eight of Wands, okay, in reverse, okay? So the Eight of Wands is Sagittarius energy. Pisces, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, all right? This is Sagittarius energy or fire. Eight of Wands is very powerful energy for me. Sometimes I get it as just like divine information coming in. It could also relate to travel and, you know, fast, quick-paced messages, delivery, emails, just communication. Could be celestial communication. It could be just a regular communication coming through, but in reverse, it lends itself to frustration, okay? There's a frustration with you, Pisces, about something that's not being delivered, information that's not being received, maybe feeling blocked from someone or something. This could also allude to travel. You feel as though you can't move the way you want to move, you can't go where you want to go. This could be delayed travel plans, okay? This could also indicate resentment around information or travel or something that's not going as planned. a lot of resentment, a lot of frustration here, okay? Feeling blocked in some way. This could be someone who feels blocked online, feels blocked from moving forward with some type of partnership. Now, this could be someone that feels frustrated or unable to communicate about something else that's happening, or someone moving on, or being with someone else, or coming into union with someone else. But either way, we do have the energy of union, and we do have the energy of some type of delay or some type of frustration about someone else's union or about someone else's path here, okay? Bottom of the deck, with that 8 of Wands in reverse, we have the stars, okay? Yeah, the stars, Aquarius energy here. This is all about the stars aligning. This is all about someone definitely going within, knowing that all the light that they seek is within them, and really moving forward toward their goals. This is healing. This is rejuvenation. This is hope, renewed hope, and opportunity. Hope, healing, blessings, opportunity. And clarity, okay? There's clarity, okay, coming in here. With this full moon in Taurus, there's going to be some answered questions, some clarity that's come through, although there may be a period of time here where there's some frustration, possibly about a union, possibly about, you know, seeing eye to eye with someone. This could be totally different energies that are just feeling frustrated. Someone feels frustrated about someone else's destiny or about someone's path. Ultimately, there's going to be clarity about the situation, and there is some type of harmony or togetherness that's happening here with you, Pisces, okay? Let's get an oracle for my Pisces. Divine advice. We have face your adversities, and we have express your joy. Face your adversities and express your joy. So there could be someone that's frustrated here about a potential union, or about, you know, you possibly coming into balance with yourself, being on your prosperity path, following your true north. And there could be someone that's frustrated about that, someone that's not included, someone who's blocked. And it's time for you to face your adversities and to face something head on with this full moon in Taurus, so that you can truly express your joy and move forward toward your happiness, okay? And we're going on to Taurus. Aries, I'm sorry. We're moving on to Aries. Okay. What does the full moon in Taurus have for Aries? October 31st. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. What does the full moon have for Aries? What are the energies surrounding Aries with the full moon in Taurus? We have a conclusion, okay? We have conclusion. So Aries, with this full moon energy in Taurus, there's an ending that's coming about, all right? And there's a key here and a lock. So it's like you have everything that you need to get the answers that you are looking for with this full moon energy and Taurus, all right? There is a conclusion that's coming about with this energy for you, Aries. Let's see if we can get a little more information for Aries with this conclusion card. October 31st, full moon in Taurus for Aries. It's all about endings. It's all about a final conclusion and having the key to unlock the answers. Full moon in Taurus for Aries. Oh, we have 2 cards, okay? And to clarify the conclusion card and this full moon in Taurus energy for Aries, we have the Hermit in reverse with the 4 of Wands. Okay, the Hermit in reverse with the 4 of Wands. So what I'm getting here with the full moon in Taurus, Aries, is that the only thing that is keeping you from this 4 of Wands, this is your energy, Aries or fire. The 4 of Wands is all about a happy home, peace. This could have something to do with a divine connection, a twin flame, a soulmate. With the 4 of Wands, we also have those 4 wands that really looks like 1111, so it definitely could be a divine situation here, or a deeply bonded connection. This could just represent a happy home, a new home. This could also represent just coming into balance in some type of interpersonal relationship with a mother and a child. Harmony being restored to a connection between mother and child. You know, you see here with the baby being really pulled closely to the bosom of the mother. So there's some healing that's going on here with the waters. You know, the mother is holding this child very tightly. And there could definitely be some healing within a maternal relationship. But the only thing that's stopping you from this healing, from having all you need to unlock this stability, is you, Aries. With the Hermit in reverse, okay, you could have Virgo in your chart, somewhere highly aspected, possibly in your rising, your moon, all right, or Jupiter. But it's saying that there's a need to really go within. You're not trusting your intuition here. And that's going to all be brought to the forefront with the full moon in Taurus, October 31st, for you, Aries, okay? 9 could be significant for you, all right? And again, when the Hermit card is in reverse, there's something that you're not seeing. There's a resistance to go within, to trust your intuition. There is a resistance to look deeply at yourself, to find out how you were put into this position, how you find yourself in the space that you're in right now. Okay, so there could be some type of isolation. There could be somebody who is isolated from their family, from their mother, from their relationships. There could be someone who's dealing with depression, or really just not wanting to face themselves. And doing so is going to be the key to this happy home, to this nourishment that you're needing right now. Okay, full moon in Taurus, this is what you can expect during that period, Aries. Okay, October 31st. And we're just going to pull an oracle for you. Can I get an oracle for my Aries? And we have focus on success. Focus on success, okay, Aries? Because it's here for you. You have all the keys. You have the key and the lock. All you have to do is put the key in and turn it so that you can conclude and move toward the end of a cycle to begin a new one. You have the 4 of Wands. That's beautiful energy. That's a promise, you know, being fulfilled. That's stability. The only thing that's standing in your way is yourself. All right, it's time to go within. It's time to trust your intuition. And we're moving on to Taurus. Okay, what does the full moon energy have for Taurus? The full moon is in your sign. The full moon is in your sign, Taurus. So particularly anyone that has their moon in Taurus, you could possibly feel this full moon very strongly. The full moon energy really strongly. Okay. Full moon in Taurus. For Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Jupiter, October 31st. Okay. So Taurus, you guys have lessons. I actually have my moon in Taurus as well. So lessons here. What I get from this card is that you're ascending. Okay. There has been cycles that have ended and began, and there's been a lot of lessons learned. Saturn has taught you a lot of lessons, but at the end of the day, throughout these lessons, there is massive knowledge gained. For some of you, you are going through some type of ascension, DNA upgrade as well. We do have all these codes, okay, ascension keys and downloads that you're receiving, wisdom that you're gaining, okay. October 31st is full moon in Taurus. It's all about preparation from all the knowledge that you gained, and that's leading you somewhere, okay. A lot of lessons learned, a lot of knowledge gained, wisdom, Akashic records, a lot of studying, a lot of knowledge, okay. Here is what I'm getting. I'm gonna pull some tarot. Can we clarify this lessons card for Taurus? So what other energies that they need to be mindful of? October 31st, the full moon in Taurus. Wow, we have the Empress. We have the Empress, okay, and there you are, Taurus. You are the Empress, okay. The Empress, represented by the number 3, is Venusian energy. So this is Taurus or Libra, or anyone embodying this energy of very feminine, Mother Earth energy, okay. This is balance being restored. This is 3 represents Christ consciousness. It represents healing and nurturing, manifestation at the optimal level, healing of relationships that deal with the mother, okay, the divine feminine. I do feel like this energy around the Taurus full moon, October 31st, there is going to be some issues coming up in relation to passion, and feminine energies, the body, the sacral chakra. But ultimately here, this is all about being fruitful. This could also have something to do with business or stepping into your power here, and being attractive in terms of manifestation. Birthing something new, birthing something that is moving you toward a whole new cycle, a whole new world. Balance, Taurus. Bottom of the deck, we have Ace of Wands. Wow. Ace of Wands with the Empress, and lessons, wisdom, codes. With the Ace of Wands and the Empress, this is like double energy of maturation, of a cycle, of birthing something, healing something, nourishing something new beginning. Ace of Wands is all about a divine new opportunity, a blessing from the universe. And this is all about ascension here. Lessons learned, beating the matrix. 3, Christ consciousness, and ascending. New beginnings, new earth. It's a really beautiful card. Ultimately, October 31st, this is all about new beginnings. This is all about lessons learned. All of this is going to cultivate with this full moon in Taurus. For you, Taurus, balance being restored, okay? Let's get an oracle for you. Oops, that's way too many cards. Let's get one oracle for Taurus, please. We wanted to give you 2. So, Taurus, we have begin to explore and to grieve your losses. Begin to explore with all of this new energy here. Ace of Wands, Empress, balance, divine gifts, divine blessings. Begin to explore. There's a lot that is in preparation for you to explore after grieving your losses. So this full moon in Taurus, October 31st, is all about letting go, releasing, grieving your losses so that you can begin something new here, okay? Because the lessons have been learned, okay, Taurus? Now we're moving on to Gemini. Moving on to my Geminis. What does the full moon in Taurus have for Gemini? Okay. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. And we have devotion, okay? Devotion. Gemini, the full moon in Taurus, okay, October 31st. What I see here is that there is some type of peace that's being made, okay? Possibly within a connection, family, partnership. There's devotion here, right? The light has not went out for someone. There's someone who is experiencing a lot of devotion for someone, for their family, for a situation. There's someone who could definitely be the light here and is devoted to their purpose. Can you clarify this energy for Gemini for the full moon in Taurus, October 31st? Can you clarify devotion? For Gemini, can we clarify devotion for Gemini? Okay, we have the Page of Swords. All right, the Page of Swords. It came out slightly sideways, but for the most part it was upright. All right, so you know, the Page of Swords could represent a child. All right, it could represent an air sign child, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. At any rate, when you get the Page of Swords, it's about information, okay? So there's someone that has been gathering information here. There's been some new information that's been gained here that has helped someone grow in their spirituality and their path. Information that can help somebody prove their case, something that they've been devoted to, studies in some way. But what I'm getting here is that there's someone that is devoted and they want to communicate that with another in some way, but they can't. They can't. Okay, there's a lack of communication here, but there is information that's being received. So this can indicate that someone is watching you, Gemini, from afar, someone who sees your light, or this could be vice versa. But at any rate, there is energy with the Page of Swords that some type of investigation, someone has been watching or waiting, maybe someone who is blocked, who can't communicate, someone who doesn't feel able to express themselves, someone whose throat chakra is closed off, but there is a lot of devotion here, love here. Someone wants to make peace in a situation. Okay, someone's holding a light for someone, holding space for someone. Okay, let's see what we have on the bottom of the deck here. Yeah. We have the Wheel of Fortune here on the bottom of the deck. So, yeah, this could definitely be a situation here where there's someone who is experiencing some type of karma, or who is feeling judged or stuck in some type of karmic cycle, feeling blocked, unable to express this to you or you to them. But there is someone who is right now, and you could have Sagittarius in your chart, or Jupiter highly aspect in your chart somewhere, but I do feel like there's someone stuck here, Gemini, going through some difficult times, leading into the end of the month here, October 31st, full moon in Taurus. Someone feels stuck. Someone feels stuck in a karmic cycle. Someone feels as if, destiny or fate has thrown them a hard ball, and they're holding a light. There's someone who feels devoted, holding a light for someone, something, you, but they're unable to express this at all. But there's a lot of love here. Someone wants to make peace, but they're stuck. Let's get an oracle for Gemini. And they wanted to give you two. We have correct your mistakes, and we have acts with sincerity. Correct your mistakes and acts with sincerity. So what I'm getting here is that this could definitely be someone who feels as if they are stuck in a web of their own choice. Bad choices have left them in this space here, dealing with karma. Destiny and fate has thrown them for a loop. Someone feels stuck. Okay, this could be you. But ultimately, again, I do feel as if someone here is devoted to their purpose, or someone is very much devoted to you. They're unable to speak about this because of their position that they're in right now with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, dealing with karma, dealing with choices, but someone wants to make peace here. And there's a need to act with sincerity. This full moon in Taurus, October 31st, is going to bring this to a head, where there is going to be someone who's going to come out of hiding, and they're going to speak their truth, and they're going to act with sincerity to make peace in some way, to correct their mistakes here with you, Gemini. And we're moving on to Cancer. We're moving on to Cancer. What is the full moon in Taurus bringing for Cancer? October 31st. What are the energies in our Cancers? We have release. Wow, what a fitting card to have for the full moon energy. Full moon energies are typically all about releasing, okay? So we have release here for Cancer. And there's a need to literally let something go, release it to the universe, and move on, move forward. And this has something to do with a child, okay? Your inner child, releasing something traumatic that happened and releasing it so that you can heal your inner child wounding, past trauma. If it's not that, just because the image is sticking out to me with a child, it's just releasing something, okay? Let's go deeper and find out what this is all about. And again, these energies are just for the full moon in Taurus, October 31st, maybe a week or two out. Okay, and we have the Ace of Swords. Okay, Ace of Swords is, we're trying to release here, Cancer, something in relation to something you feel as though you haven't gotten the answers to. There's a truth that you're seeking, but the universe is trying to tell you that maybe you have to let it go. Maybe you will not get closure on this situation. Maybe you will never know the truth, but it's time to let it go and to focus on your healing. Okay, again, the Ace of Swords can relate to some type of injustice in relation to court or a legal matter. But at any rate, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, with the Ace of Swords, it really speaks about insecurities, confusion, some type of chaos around gaining the truth. Okay? You want clarity on a situation that you may not get. And this full moon in Taurus is asking you to just let it go. To let it go. And this is in relation to a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. It may be time to release the situation or this individual. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. I'm sorry, the Queen of Cups. All right, so this definitely could have something to do with a maternal figure, a mother figure. This could also have something to do with some type of relationship between a child and a mother. All right. It has something to do with healing from a miscarriage or an abortion or some type of fertility issues. Okay. And this is just speaking about feelings of neglect or feelings of some type of deep, deep emotional wounding, wanting the answers, allowing something to loop around in your mind, okay, allowing the unanswered questions to create chaos in your mind and to create a deeper and deeper wound. All right, with the Queen of Cups in reverse here, it's asking you to really heal. And the first step to that healing is to sometimes be forced to release something without having the closure. And just in doing that will allow you to really allow that emotional process to begin so that you can release and heal these deep, deep wounds. Again, with the Queen of Cups in reverse, this could also speak of just trusting your intuition. You know, needing to trust your intuition more. All right. And this full moon in Taurus, October 31st, is going to be pushing you to trust your intuition, to let go of certain aspects of yourself, or this could definitely represent someone else. Issues revolving around emotional manipulation and jealousy. All right, but it's time to let it all go. There may not be any closure, but letting go is the first step. Okay, and that's what this full moon in Taurus is going to do for you, Cancer. Okay, again, it's definitely some type of healing in relation to childhood trauma or the emotions, or getting some type of truth ironed out in relation to the maternal aspects of a relationship. Okay, and let's get you some divine advice and oracle for Cancer. Okay, we have refine your attention. Refine your attention. It's time to just let go, and no longer putting all of your attention. What you focus on is what you manifest. So, you know, not having the answers, feeling stuck in chaos, it's time to refine your attention and to trust your intuition and allow this thing to go. And we're moving on to Leo. Okay, Leos. Let's see what this full moon has in store for Leo. The energies that Leo is working with. Full moon in Taurus, Leo. All right, so we have two cards for Leo. We have winter and new direction. Okay, so that's really interesting. Leo, you could be dealing with a Capricorn, or you could have Capricorn in your chart, because Capricorn got winter as well. Okay, for Capricorn, there was some type of issue in relation to the mother figure, all right, and some type of coldness. But here, for you, Leo, we have new direction. Look at all that beautiful sun energy, okay? You are the sun, Leo, all right? You are that radiant, fixed fire energy. What a direct contrast we have here with this sun, powerful sun energy, and then the winter energy. Okay, again, winter solstice starts on December 21st. Again, could be dealing with a Capricorn, and with the winter card here is snow. So with snowflakes, there, you know, when you freeze water, you know, you can literally determine how the shapes based on the energy. So there's something here about discovering your uniqueness and preparing for a new direction. And this is all like coming to a head with the full moon in Taurus, October 31st. Okay, there's a path that you're on, Leo, and it's like you're taking only the necessities with you. This image is of someone who's walking pretty much naked into the sun. All right. There's a whole new direction. And maybe even a melting that's happening. You know, a outer shell that's being melted here, revealing the uniquest parts of yourself. A brand new beginning, a new direction, a new cycle. Wow. Okay, can we clarify this energy for Leo? Full moon in Taurus, October 31st. Can we clarify new direction in winter? What can Leo expect with the full moon in Taurus? And we have the Nine of Wands, okay? The Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands is Sagittarius energy or fire. Nines are all about divine timing, pressing forward toward a cultivation, towards an ending, almost there. Okay, so again, when you get the Nine of Wands, typically upright, it's all about, you know, all the many sides and all of the many aspects of you and your journey and all that it puts you through that pushes you to be tested, okay? And being persevering through obstacles, the wounded warrior moving through the battle, however tough, however difficult, staying in your faith, great courage. But in reverse, it could elude itself to, you know, being pushed to the limit, almost being in fear, questioning yourself, paranoia about which way to go. Okay, again, we're having with this energy of Sag, you know, Capricorn got this energy here, as well as the dates of the winter solstice starts on the dates that Capricorn, the sign of Capricorn begins. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn Leo, you could have Capricorn or Sag, highly aspected in your chart. But what I'm getting here is that there is something very unique that is happening within your energy, within your path, your journey. And you may have felt stuck, stagnant, like your faith has been tested. And you may have felt like you wanted to give up, you know, maybe even paranoid about the path that you're taking, about feeling accepted, or, you know, but you are on the right path. Do not let anything or anyone deter you. Look at that radiance that you're walking into. How could that be wrong, Leo? How could that be wrong? It can't be. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Knight of Swords here in reverse. So this could definitely be some type of communication that's coming in. Maybe something even legal that could ruffle things up a bit for you, or someone that you may have rejected. Okay, the Knight of Swords is Gemini, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, but more than for me, Gemini. Okay, Gemini or air. But the Knight of Swords represents, especially when it's in reverse, represents drama. You know, someone or something that is something that's been rejected, something that has been looked over. And this could represent some type of investigation, or someone who just wants to create drama in your world because they were rejected, or because you are moving forward. And you definitely are moving forward on a very unique path, all right, headed toward where you belong, in the sun, in the light, okay, ascending here. And you're being urged to keep moving forward. Do not give up. You are almost there, and you're moving in the new direction, which appears to be the right direction for you, Leo. And let's get an oracle for you, Leo. We have two. We have embrace your power, as well as make a plan. Make a plan, okay? all of this is coming to a head for you with this full moon in Taurus, October 31st. It's about embracing your uniqueness, okay? There's no snowflake that's alike, all right? This could have something to do with the business, with this Capricorn energy. This could also have something to do with a shift that's happening on December 21st, but it's bringing you into a new direction. All of this starts now with the full moon in Taurus. Taurus is all about practicality, making plans, okay, Libra? I'm sorry, okay, Leo. So that's what we have for you with this full moon in Taurus. New direction, make a plan, embrace your power, keep your faith. All right, and we're moving on to Virgo. Okay, what does the full moon in Taurus have for my Virgos? Let's see. What are the energies surrounding Virgo for the full moon? What are my energies surrounding Virgos for the full moon? Okay, full moon in Taurus for my Virgos. Okay, Virgo. We have signs. Okay, Virgo, pay attention to the signs. Synchronicities are very, very important. Okay, October 31st, full moon in Taurus. You know, do not lose your focus. Pay attention to what is revealed to you easily, also what is hidden. You see the sun in this picture is obscured by the clouds. Pay attention to everything. Everything is a sign. All right, and it's going to point you into the right direction. And yeah, signs everywhere for my Virgos. Okay, everywhere. Can we get some more clarification for the full moon in Taurus for Virgo, and more clarity on signs? What are these signs that my Virgos are going to have to be mindful of? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We have 3 cards. Okay, wow. Okay, so Virgo, we have the 8 of Swords with the 7 of Chalices or Cups and the King of Wands in reverse. Okay. Okay, Virgo, so right off the bat with the 8 of Swords, I'm feeling as if there is, okay, this energy, okay, this Gemini energy or air, and this is immediately telling me that you're all up in your head, a lot of overthinking right now leading up into this full moon in Taurus, okay, and there's something that you're not seeing clearly that wants to present itself to you, but you're not seeing it. All right, the 8 of Swords is all about a mental prison. Okay, now no matter where you have Virgo in your chart, okay, a lot of you could be dealing with, some of you could definitely be locked away somewhere. You could be away at school. You could be, you know, on a retreat. You could be in a position where you're not around others. You know, for some this could be jail, this could be a mental institution, this could be just isolated, okay? But more than anything, it's a mental prison that is all of your own making. With the 8 of Swords, it's all about, you know, being stuck in your mind and letting anxiety and worry and stress and depression get the best of you, okay? And the Rider-Waite or the classical 8 of Swords tarot card, it shows a woman who's kind of surrounded by 8 swords. They're all separated at a great distance. She has her hands tied behind her back loosely and a blindfold on. If she could only realize and just loosely wiggle her hands out of the loosely gripped hand tie. Her hands could be freed. She could take off the blindfold and see that she could easily walk past these swords. It's all a mental prison. So right now, this is a time period where you really have to get out of your head, let go and free yourself of the thoughts, okay? This could definitely be someone else, but you also have the Seven of Cups, okay, with the King of Wands, okay? So the Seven of Cups is Scorpionic energy. The King of Wands is Aries energy, fire and water, all right? So again, there is this energy here of unrealistic desires, feeling as if there are illusions all around you. There's something that's being done in the dark that you're not aware of. With this full moon in Taurus, Halloween night, October 31st, the Seven of Cups also can allude itself to temptations and masks, you know, not having the emotional wherewithal to really understand the choices that are presented in front of you. All right. And with the King of Wands in reverse, this is a masculine energy. It doesn't have to be male. It could be female as well, but it's masculine, fire or Aries energy. And the King of Wands in reverse could really implicate not trusting your intuition, a loss of respect, you know, someone feeling blocked, or, you know, a lot of sexual frustration here. This could also really deal with the ego, all right? But ultimately, with this full moon in Taurus, it's all about pay attention to the signs, freeing yourself from your own mental imprisonment, and becoming balanced in your emotions so that you can move past, whether it's your own doing, seeing past your own mask, the mask of others, and breaking free of temptation and the ego, and being able to really see the signs that the universe are putting in your space to help free you of things that you're not clear on. All right, Virgo, those are your messages for the full moon in Taurus. Let's get one oracle for you. Can we get an oracle for Virgo, please? Okay, it's way too many cards. Let's just get one card. Okay, I guess they want you to have three, Virgo. It's saying to be true to yourself, breaking free of the illusions, the anxiety, the fears. Maybe there's some illusions around what your passions truly are, leadership. But there's a loss of respect somewhere. There is some unrealistic desires. There's a mist that needs to be lifted so that you can see clearly past these anxieties, past the control. And it's time to be true to yourself. Be true to yourself so that you can truly see the signs, the light. We also have keep your commitments, Virgo. Keep your commitments. And shine your light. This full moon in Taurus, Virgo, is going to help you come into yourself, help you break free of some confines, help you break free of some illusions so that you can truly shine your light and see the signs that the universe is blasting your way, okay, with the full moon in Taurus. All right, so lastly but not least, we're moving into Libra. Okay, I actually have a North Node in Libra, so we're going to go ahead and see what this full moon wants to point out for Libra. Okay. and Taurus for Libra. Full moon and Taurus for Libra. Full moon and Taurus for Libra. Important messages for Libra, please, with the full moon. Wow. We have pride and ego. And we have ascending. Okay, and that beautiful peacock is such Libran energy. You guys are the aesthetic king and queens of the zodiac, and you love art, you love beauty, you love balance, you love interaction. Okay, and here with the full moon and Taurus, October 31st, they want you to focus on, there will be some things that come up in relation to pride and ego. And we have the ascending card. So maybe working through some of these issues here. This could be the energy of someone else, but ultimately there is some type of ascension or ascending that's happening. I get the energy of like the Six of Swords with this energy, like moving on, moving forward, moving away from something unfavorable. You know, pride and ego, I associate so much with the 3D because, you know, when you release these things, that's when you do begin to really find balance within yourself and to really be able to move forward and upward. There's a lot of healing of the throat chakra, speaking your truth. And then, you know, that starts with a lot of heart healing with all the green, which is going to lead to ascension, forward movement for you, Libra. There's a truth that needs to be spoken, okay, for true healing here. There's going to be some type of communication that's going to help iron out and bring harmony to a situation where there may have been a lot of pride and ego in the past. Let's clarify this energy. What is this pride and ego and ascending about for Leo? For Libra. Wow, you guys could be dealing with a Leo. I don't know why they are making me say this, but Leo, ego, Leo. So for you Libras, there could have like something to do with a Leo that have a lot of pride and ego. Or maybe this Leo is finally waking up, you know, and seeing the sun, seeing the truth. Okay. Full moon and Taurus for Libra. We have the King of Wands in reverse. Okay, some of you could be dealing with a Virgo because Virgo got the King of Wands. All right, and wow, so we have the World here, Libra. All right, with the King of Wands. So with the King of Wands, again, in reverse, this speaks of, and this could be aspects of yourself or a circumstance or someone else, but it speaks of ego and not trusting your intuition, not having the drive or the passion it takes to move forward. This is Aries energy or fire. The King of Wands in reverse speaks of, you know, again, a lot of egotistical ways, feeling a loss of respect, wanting the respect but not earning the respect, This could speak of rejection, someone feeling rejected in a sexual manner or a sexual way, someone who uses their sexuality to get what they want. Ultimately, again, this is really about ego, pride, and lack of drive, lack of direction, okay, mostly lack of intuition. But with this full moon in Taurus, Libra, there is this energy here of an ending, okay? Someone could have had a major ego death here. Someone could have been stuck in some type of karmic cycle or feeling blocked from their intuition. This could definitely be a major thing that someone has had to overcome. But doing the work, releasing, okay, this full moon in Taurus is going to bring about healing, because we have the World card, which is number 21, which reduces to 3, okay? So there is the World. To me, is like a cycle, a card of cycles. It's an ending, which leads to a new beginning. With the World, it's also represented by Saturn, which is all about lessons and karma. Either way, Saturn will slay. So depending on your karma, that's the way it'll go. But with these two cards here, for you, Libra, with the full moon in Taurus, it's all about releasing, and it's all about lessons learned. It's all about healing. Speaking your truth, releasing parts of yourself or someone that was not for your greatest and highest good. And in doing so, everything has come full circle because the lessons have been learned, okay? When it comes to the World, it's all about cycles and lessons being learned, as well as a final destination on your journey. Having a deeper understanding of your role in the universe and all your efforts coming full circle and paying off. So completion, satisfaction, travel, and fulfillment, all right? This full moon in Taurus is the beginning of you following your true north and having ultimate fulfillment, overcoming certain aspects in order to ascend, moving past regret, feeling incomplete, doubts, and moving into, again, absolute fulfillment. All right? So this is what you can expect with the full moon in Taurus, or what at least it will be the catalyst toward Libra. Wow. So that is the all signs reading for the full moon in Taurus. And that's all I have to say on it. I mean, that's a great way to end it with Libra's reading, with completion and ascending. It's really beautiful. I'm just going to get an oracle for Libra here. And Libra, it says, engage higher reason. Engage higher reason. It's a higher reason. It's moving beyond the pride, the ego, trusting your intuition, letting go of logic, moving into the heart space, into your fulfillment. All right, so I will end it at that. Overall, this whole message was all about the full moon in Taurus and releasing, rediscovering, going within, completion, ascending, breaking the old patterns, into something new. So, guys, again, I'm not sure exactly when I'll be back. I will always do what I'm divinely guided to do. This reading is a bit long. Again, I will try to put in the timestamps for all the signs. Feel free to fast forward through anything that is not of interest to you, and know that I love you all. Go within. Take time for yourself, okay? Really know thyself. Heal. Pay attention to your dreams. Focus on your eating patterns. For me, I know that my appetite is getting less and less as we're moving into these shifts and these events that are happening on Mother Gaia. But again, just know thyself. Go within. There's nothing outside of yourself at this point that you can find that's going to help you. You have to go within. Okay, you have to go within and focus on yourself. Of course, be the guiding light. Help as many people as you can, but you can't force anyone on their path. It's something that has to be sparked from within. That being said, guys, keep moving toward the light, and also remember that through the darkness is where you find the light. Everything is coming full circle. Stay in your power. I love you guys. Keep your vibrations high now more than ever. Spread love wherever you go, and know that even in the twilight of the darkest and coldest night of December, remember that you'll be fine. There's nothing that can stop what's truly divine. Until next time, love and light. We are always with you.
Is there anything that you can tell her about the shift of the planet, the consciousness on planet Earth?
Her dreams are the dreams are very significant. All of the dreams are very significant.
So for her to look to her dreams.
Everyone, look to your dreams, that they will be significant and much more abundant in days and weeks to come. You'll know what to do. Your dreams are preparing you for what's to come. Water. Pay attention to where the water leads you. Don't get confused by time. Don't get confused by time. It's an illusion. Trust everything you feel. When the time comes, you will act. You will know. You have to trust.
And what is it about the water specifically? You said watch where the water leads you. What more can you tell us about that?
Rushing waters and deep waters. There will be a path to the surface, and the sun will shine upon the chosen one. time will feel confusing, like spinning out of control or stopping. But don't get caught up in the time. Don't get lost in the time. It's only an illusion. The sun will shine upon he who is chosen, whether deep within the ocean, don't get lost in emotions. Steady. The sun will shine upon you. Interconnected stairs. Black stairs will connect us. Wherever you are, you will know. The sun will shine upon you, and it will be like the tears that you feel when you look at a newborn child for the first time, or when your grandmother embraces you, or when you're in the most perfect dream, a feeling you can't describe, and the sun will shine upon you.